General Hospital spoilers. Will Drew Quartermaine seek revenge on Curtis Ashford? Published March 3, 2025. In the world of General Hospital, drama and intrigue are constant, and recent developments on the show have left fans speculating about a potential clash between two prominent characters, Drew Quartermaine Cameron Mathison, and Curtis Ashford Donnell Turner. As the latest spoilers suggest, Drew may be on a path to seek revenge against Curtis, but the question remains, what could have prompted this shift in their relationship? A friendship turned sour. Drew and Curtis have long been allies, sharing moments of mutual respect and camaraderie. However, their bond began to show signs of strain when Drew's personal life took a turn for the worse. While Curtis has always been there for his friends, recent actions may have put him in direct conflict with Drew. Drew's life has been a whirlwind of complications ever since his return to Port Charles. His relationships with family members, such as his brother Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, have been complicated, and his attempts to navigate the Quartermaine family dynamics have often led to tension. Curtis, being a man of integrity, has frequently stepped in to help his friends, but his association with certain individuals may have inadvertently put him at odds with Drew's goals. The Curtis factor. Curtis has never been a character who shies away from standing up for what he believes in. Recently, his growing role in the business and personal lives of those around him has put him in situations that may not align with Drew's ambitions. Whether it's Curtis's ties to Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Benard, or his growing involvement in more shady dealings, the paths of these two characters are becoming increasingly divergent. Furthermore, Curtis has always prided himself on being a protector, especially to his wife, Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, and those closest to him. But his loyalty to those around him has sometimes led him to make decisions that don't always sit well with others, especially Drew, who has his own complex moral compass. Drew's growing discontent. What has really sparked Drew's anger, though, is the recent developments surrounding his investments and his growing frustration with the people around him. Drew is known for his pragmatic approach to business, but his trust has been tested, especially after Curtis's involvement in certain recent affairs that might have undermined Drew's interests. With the Quartermaine family fortune at stake, and Drew determined to protect his assets, he may feel that Curtis's actions are a betrayal he cannot overlook. Though it remains unclear whether Drew's feelings of betrayal will result in a full-blown revenge plot, spoilers indicate that tensions between the two men will escalate. Drew may find himself caught between the loyalty to his family and the anger he feels toward Curtis, leading to a potential showdown that could rock the foundations of their friendship. What's next for Drew and Curtis? Fans can expect the rivalry between Drew and Curtis to unfold in the coming weeks as both men are faced with difficult decisions. Curtis, ever the protector, may try to smooth over the rift by working to rebuild his relationship with Drew. However, it may not be as simple as offering apologies and settling differences. Drew's desire for retribution may fuel a deeper conflict that could have lasting repercussions for both characters. As General Hospital fans know, nothing is ever as straightforward as it seems. With Drew and Curtis both being men of honor, yet stubborn in their ways, it's likely that their struggle will lead to some dramatic confrontations. Will Drew seek revenge, or will he find a way to move forward with Curtis by his side once again? Stay tuned to General Hospital to see how this brewing conflict between Drew and Curtis will unfold. With twists and turns in every storyline, there's no telling where this drama will lead. Weekly General Hospital Recap February 10-14. Sasha snoops, Cyrus sets his sights on new target. Things turned vengeful before Valentine's Day arrived in Port Charles, and the General Hospital Recap for February 10-14, 2025 covers every inch of the drama. What happened in Port Charles? Between baby secrets and Cyrus sightings, it was a crazy week for Jason, Steve Burton, while Sidwell Carlo Rhoda made a major reveal. Monday, February 10, 2025. When Jason returned from Germany, he ran into Tracy, Jane Elliott, who revealed that the news that he fathered Sasha's, Sophia Mathison, baby was now public knowledge. Meanwhile, Felicia Christina Wagner arranged a meeting for Cody, Josh Kelly, and Sasha, hoping to get them to reconcile. Their conversation took a turn when Jason arrived, and Cody pressed him to admit he was the baby's father. After Rick Hurst welcomed Elizabeth Rebecca Herbst back to GH and briefed her on Cyrus, Jeff Cobert parole, unbeknownst to them that Cyrus overheard their discussion, they headed out for a walk in the park. Trina Tayana Ali and Kai Jens Austin Astrup also met up in the park, while Christina Kate Mancy took Avery Ava and Grace Scarola and Donna Scarlett Spears there. When Ava Mora West showed up and attempted to take Avery to her new apartment, Rick suddenly appeared and pulled her away. Christina assured Elizabeth she would not let Ava have Avery, while Rick offered Ava pro bono work before they shared a passionate kiss. Elsewhere, Carly, Laura Wright, and Nina, Cynthia Watrous formed an alliance to prevent Drew Cameron Mathison from getting close to Willow Caitlin McMullen, who joined Martin Michael E. Knight for a meeting where they discussed getting dirt on Michael x Chad Jewell. Jocelyn Eden McCoy received a lead from Brennan Chris McKenna with the address of the late Austin x Roger Howarth. Tuesday, February 11, 2025. Curtis Donnell Turner and Jordan Tanisha Harper met with Sidwell to discuss plans to transform the pier into an esplanade. On the flight home from L.A., Sonny Maurice Bernard received good news that he won't need a pacemaker, but he still needs surgery. Then Christina called to inform him about Ava's kidnapping attempt. At Charlie's, Elizabeth caught up with Isaiah, saw Wendy Wilson, while Cyrus asked Martin to join him in discussing their niece. Also at the pub were Emma, Braden Bruner, and Giovanni Mazza, who met up with Trina and Kai to ask the QB1 if he'd join Emma's animal cruelty event. Kai didn't hesitate and even shared a selfie with her to promote the cause. After Sasha stormed out of the Port Charles Grill because of Cody, Jason followed her to the boathouse. She asked if he would pretend to be the baby's father so no one finds out about Michael's infidelity. Jason agreed, as long as they told Danny the truth. As for Danny, while trying to find Cyrus with Rocco, Finn Carr, he discovered Kai's selfie at Charlie's with Emma and spotted Cyrus in the background of it. He hurried to the pub and confronted Cyrus about murdering his mother for everyone to hear, while Rocco informed Jason of where Danny went. As Cyrus held a hand on Danny's shoulder and assured him he was mistaken, Jason busted in and demanded he take his hand off his son. Wednesday, February 12, 2025. After Jason threatened Cyrus' life if he didn't stay away from Danny, he took his son home. He and Sasha explained the plan to pretend he was Sasha's baby's father, to which Danny agreed to keep the secret. Meanwhile, at Charlie's, when Trina grew visibly upset over Cyrus' presence, Kai decided to step in and suggested to Cyrus that he leave. While Martin and Cyrus left, Lucky and Elizabeth discussed how Cyrus could be onto everyone's suspicions that he was involved in the murders. Later, as Lucky cleaned up the closed pub and Elizabeth kept him company, the two shared a dance. Outside, Cyrus peered in through the window. At Bobby's, Chase Josh Swickard showed up to bring Jocelyn Eden McCoy in for questioning. Lulu Alexa Havens offered to take Joss' place as the waitress, and when things got overwhelming, Dante Dominic Zamprigna arrived and offered his help. Despite things feeling like old times between them, Dante admitted he hadn't laughed that much since Sam ex Kelly Monaco died. Elsewhere, Tracy agreed to support Alexis Nancy Lee Gran in her efforts to protect her granddaughter, while Nina managed to convince Willow not to go searching for any dirt on Michael. At the Brown Dog, Carly and Brennan ran into Lucas and Maxie, who gave each of them an earful about getting too close to the other, and Maxie offered to introduce Lucas to a new deception model. Thursday, February 13, 2025. Jason met with Sonny after returning from their respective trips. Sonny updated Jason on his need for surgery. Then, when Jason was called into the PCPD, Anna had no choice but to arrest him for threatening Cyrus. Meanwhile, Nina ran into Sonny at Bobby's, but Sonny realized she was too close to all of his and his family's enemies for him to talk to. Sasha had an unexpected encounter outside Bobby's with a woman and her dog, Mavis. Felicia Christina Wagner revealed that the woman was a known private investigator, Elaine Judy Kane, prompting Sasha to do some digging of her own. After Elaine met with Martin to discuss her attempts to get dirt on Michael, Sasha found her and Mavs alone in the park. When Sasha's attempts to snoop led her to let Mavis' leash go, she watched as Elaine ran after Mavis before a car screeched and Elaine screamed. After Chase Josh Swickard admitted to Anna that he informed Dante about Cyrus being their suspect, he was sent to question Elizabeth about the Jason vs. Cyrus moment at Charlie's, to which she refused to give Jason up. At GH, Cody noticed Molly rushing through the hospital and followed her up to the roof to make sure she was all right. But when they got stuck in the cold on the roof, Molly admitted she used her Ada title to get Sam's ex Kelly Monaco autopsy report. Friday, February 14, 2025. When Sonny showed up at Ava's apartment, he offered a custody arrangement, secretly in order to not raise his stress. He initially offered 40/60ths, but when Ava asked for 50/50, he agreed, much to Rick's dismay. When he later told Christina, she wasn't pleased with him giving in to Ava. Despite being late for work, Lulu paid Christina a visit, where they discussed Sam. Lulu eventually hurried to work, where the deception ladies were discussing a rare mineral needed for their new product. Insert Lucis Lynn Herring, whose real-life son is joining another popular soap, Newfound Bond with Diamond lover Sidwell. Lucy introduced him to everyone and Lulu confronted him about what he had done to her brother while Natalia sneaked out. Later, Sidwell found her in the parking lot and asked if her coworkers knew they were once married. On the GH roof, Molly confessed to Cody that she had obtained Sam's autopsy report. When Cody threw his jeans off the roof to try and get someone's attention, they fell in front of Lucas and Isaiah saw Wendy Wilson, who rescued them. Also at GH was Sasha, who held Mavis while Elaine checked out. Back in a neck brace, Elaine admitted to Sasha that she was being investigated. At the PCPD, Alexis spoke with an arrested Jason, admitting her desire to be the one to kill Cyrus. She also told him that neither of them should act on their vengeful impulses.